A PLC programming is continuously monitors the state of input devices and makes decisions based upon a custom program to control the state of output devices. Ladder logic is the most common language used in PLC programming, and this is also favored by many industrial automation professionals. But there are many other common PLC programming languages that is also available in most of PLC software but not commonly used by the PLC programmer. IEC 61131-3 is the international standard for PLC programming languages. It specifies such as the syntax, semantics and display for the following suite of PLC programming languages: ladder logic, sequential function charts, function block. These are total 5 languages that are all a part of the IEC. Ladder diagram. Ladder diagram was originally modeled from relay logic, which used physical devices, such as switches and mechanical relays to control processes. Ladder diagram utilizes internal logic to replace all, except the physical devices that need an electrical signal to activate them. Ladder diagram is built in the form of horizontal rungs with 2 vertical rails that represent the electrical connection on relay logic schematics. You can program all the necessary input conditions to affect the output conditions, whether logical or physical. The main advantages of the ladder diagram language is rungs allow it to be organized and easy to flow and also support online editing. Sequential function charts, SFC. If you have any experience with flowcharts, then this PLC programming language will feel familiar to you. In sequential function charts, you use steps and transitions to achieve your end results. Steps act as a major function in your program. These steps house the actions that occur when you program them to happen. This decision can be based on timing, a certain phase of the process, or a physical state of an equipment. Unlike traditional flowcharts, the sequential function charts can have multiple paths. You can use branches to initiate multiple steps at one time. Function block diagram, FBD. The function block diagram, which is also a graphical type of language. The function block diagram describes a function between inputs and outputs that are connected in blocks by connection lines. Function blocks were originally developed to create a system that you could set up many of the common, repeatable tasks, such as counters, timers, PID loops, etc. You program the blocks onto sheets and then the PLC constantly scans the sheets in numerical order or is determined by connections which you program between the blocks. Structured text. ST PLC programming language is the structured text. This language is a textual-based language. Structured text is a high-level language that is like BASIC, Pascal and C. It is a very powerful tool that can execute complex tasks utilizing algorithms and mathematical functions along with repetitive tasks. The code uses statements that are separated by semicolons and then either inputs, outputs, or variables are changed by these statements. You must write out each line of code and it uses functions such as for, while, if, else case. If you have experience with BASIC or C languages, this PLC programming language will come easier than some of the other types of PLC languages. Instruction list, EL. The instruction list is also a textual-based language. The instruction list language resembles assembly language. When you use this PLC programming language, you will use mnemonic codes such as LD, load, and, or, etc. The instruction list contains instructions with each instruction on a new line with any comments you might want to annotate at the end of each line. The instruction list language is valuable for applications that need code that is compact and time critical.